Hello student, myself Kinchal Mistry. I am lecturer in Computer Department of VPMP Polytechnic. Welcome to .NET Programming online video session. Today my topic name is .NET Framework Components from unit name Introduction to Microsoft .NET Framework and VB.NET. In this video lecture, we learn following topic. First we learn Common Language Runtime, then .NET Framework Class Library, then Common Language Specification, then Common Type System, then MSIL, Microsoft Intermediate Language, then Just-in-Time Compiler, then Managed Code and Unmanaged Code, then Machine Code and also it's called Native Code, then Garbage Collection, GC, and last we learn Assembly. This is the image of .NET Framework component. The last component is operating system and the first component is different type of VB.NET languages like VB, C++, C#, J#, etc. .NET Framework is a collection of all the tools and utility required to execute the .NET managed application on particular platform. It mainly component two types. First is Common Language Runtime CLR and second is .NET Framework Class Library FCL. Now first, Common Language Runtime. It is most important part of .NET Framework and that provide an environment to run all the .NET programs. The code which run under the CLR is called Managed Code. The main function of CLR is convert MSIL code to the native code. During execution, the CLR manage memory, thread execution, garbage collection, exceptional handling, common type system, and other services. This is the image of how to work CLR. First, .NET Framework language like VB and C#, then it's used to compiler its language to compile the code VB and C#. It convert MSIL code, Microsoft Intermediate Language code. Then CLR use this code and using just-in-time compiler and then convert this code to native code. Now second component is .NET Framework Class Library FCL. This class library is also called Blaze Class Library. It is common for all type of application. Like example, the way to access the library classes and method in VB.NET will be same in C# and it is common for all other languages in .NET. FCL provide core function of .NET Framework architecture. FCL is the collection of reusable classes, interface, and value type that provide access to system functionality, like example system.io and system.data and system.console, etc. Now third component is Common Language Specification CLS. Common Language Specification is a set of basic language features that .NET language needed to develop application and services which are compatibility with the .NET Framework. CLS describe a set of type that can be used in different language in common. Now fourth component is Common Type System CTS. CTS describe a set of data types that can be used in different language in common. For the communication between program written in different .NET compatible language, the type have to be compatibility on the basic level. It have two types. First, value type. It is stored the data within its one memory allocation and data stored in stack memory, which is fast but limited in size. Like example, primary data type. Then second type is reference type. It is stored the another memory location that hold the data. It is stored the data use the heap memory, which is slower but larger. Like example, array and classes. Then another component is MSIL, Microsoft Intermediate Language. It is also known as Common Intermediate Language. When we compile our .NET program using any .NET languages like VB, C#, C++, it does not get to convert into executable code, but to an intermediate code called MSIL or IL, intermediate language. It is the CPU independent instruction set in which .NET Framework program are compatibility. It contains instruction set for loading, storing, and initializing. The next component is just-in-time compiler. It does not compile whole program each time. It contains only that portion of the program which function are called at time. If native code is already present, the data will not compile again. Just-in-time compiler compile the MSIL code to native code for the specific machine and operating system. Now next component is managed code. Managed code is the code that has executable by the CLR environment. Managed code running in a CLR only cannot be accessed outside the runtime environment. The benefit of managed code include the programmer convenient and enhance the security, like example VB.NET and C#.NET. Now next component is unmanaged code. Unmanaged code is a code which is directly executable by the CPU. Unmanaged code is a code which is completely directly into machine code. Unmanaged code can bypass the .NET framework and make a direct call to the OS. So there is a security risk, like example C and C++. Now another component is machine code. It is also called native code. Machine code is also called native code. Machine code is code that use the bytecode instruction which the processor understands and executable directly. Now the next component is garbage collection. It is the mechanism that allows the computer to detect when object cannot be accessed. The automatically free up the memory used by that object. The CLR garbage collector manages the memory allocation and release the memory for application. The process of releasing unreferenced data from memory is called the garbage collection, GC. And the last component is assembly. It is a logical unit which is contain metadata, MSIL code, manifest and resource code that the CLR execute. Assembly is a collection of types and resource information. Assembly might exist as the executable .exe file or dynamic link library .dll file. It have two types. First, private assembly and second is shared assembly. The private assembly is that they are used only by the single application and are usually stored in that application install directory. And shared assembly is it can be referenced by more than one assembly. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video.